Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the finale, sort of Dot Hack GU Volume 3. This is some type of artist, and let's just go in here and do this thing. It's one-winged angel, everybody. Well, no, it has two wings, so I guess not. But I don't know, this reminds me of the end of Final Fantasy VII a little bit. It shouldn't. There's really nothing about it that should. That's just the first thing I think about when I see this.
Split into pieces.
Did it, Haseo? I don't. Okay, never. Whatever. Jeez, man, this loading screen. Come on now. Don't leave me hanging here with nothing to say. Oh no, it's some kind of bird monster.
Has cornered the anti-existence. Isn't that so, Haseo?
Is this our chance to defeat it? We can settle everything now. Everyone, are you ready?
If I'm with you, Haseo, then I can't lose.
My sword follows your will. Let us go, Haseo.
Yeah. This is it. We're putting an end to it all. Let's go. Here goes.
And that's it. We're here. It's the final battle. I'm not. I don't know. The design for this Kubia, it's kind of there. It's like a final boss monster kind of thing. I don't know if any of you. Excuse me. I don't know if any of you older Dot Hack fans were hoping it would take something that looks more like its original form, but no, it's still kind of revamped for this game. But as for the battle itself, so Kubia here is going to, if you fought the One Sin monster in the Volume 2 post game, you'll find that the Kubia monster here is similar. You've got to defeat its right and its left halves, and then go for the core. The only difference is the right and left halves are just gonna they'll be constantly be switching, but they both have their own HP, and you've also got to defeat both of them before the core opens up. However, it's not going to be exactly like the One Sin, where you'll have like a limited time to attack the core, and then you'll have to attack the left and right sides again. The fight's kind of more broken up into phases, where you deal with the left and right cores there, and then the central core will become activated, and you'll take care of that. And I think, I think there's like a two-part phase, kind of, to fighting the central core. I can't remember. I put this together a few days ago, and I can't remember. But he'll also send out a bunch of Kubia Gamoras, too. They're really not a big deal. I wouldn't even concentrate on dealing with them. I'd just, like, do an area attack against one of the cores while they're around you, and just have them get caught in the crossfire. But, as I was watching this footage back, I never really remember the final battle from GU too well in my memory. I've got to give GU credit. It does do a final battle better than the original series. I hate to say that, but this fight is pretty fun. I had a good time with it. I like this music track that's playing playing right now pretty well. It's nice that there's like an actual final battle music. It does switch over to something that, in my opinion, is less interesting at some point during the fight. It kind of like switches up to a about to deliver the finishing blow kind of music, except it plays for like half the battle, so it gets really annoying. But, I don't know. I don't think it's as hard as the doppelganger fights, to be honest. And I don't even know if the doppelganger fights were supposed to be hard. I had so much trouble with them this playthrough. I don't know why. I don't remember ever having that much trouble with them, but, you know, those kept me on my toes. This is still a challenging battle, but, you know, I feel like there's a lot more breathing room. There's a lot more space to fight, actually. And for a minute, let's talk about something that I do actually really like here. The floor you're fighting on is made up of those hexagons that were definitely a lot more familiar to older Dot Hack fans. Yeah, the dot in the actual logo for Dot Hack is a hexagon with the word dot in the middle of it. It may be kind of hard to see because it's very small, but that was always something that I thought was interesting, and it's something that always kind of like bugged me that wasn't, you know, present more in the original series here, because like, I mean, wasn't present as much as in the original series. Because, I don't know, the hexagon thing, I feel like, is just... I don't know, it definitely feels like more digital and stuff like that, and I feel like if you're, they didn't do a whole lot of that to, like, kind of emphasize the whole digital nature of the game in GU. So, it may just seem like a stupid, you know, a stupid thing to complain about, or such like a minor detail, but like, I don't know, the Dot Hack hexagons, as I call them, not that Dot Hack like owns the concept of hexagons or anything. I'm sure you've seen this in like other media that involves, you know, digital stuff too, but you know, just seeing all these broken ones on the floor and everything, it just like really like reminds me like, yeah, this is a Dot Hack game, and like for a while it's kind of feeling like one too. But I don't know, the background too, just like this, we've seen something similar to this too in the very beginning of Volume 1 when Haseo's making his character. Like, I forget exactly the background, but I know it's like yellow-orange like it is here. It might be like a similar effect to this as well. It like really makes you feel like you're like actually floating through digital space, and you know, while it's still pretty like, what's the word I want to use here? I don't know. I like it better than, like, the, you know, floating wasteland and nothingness that we've been, you know, fighting the doppelgangers on. And I guess it makes sense, too, because, like, Zelkova was having a hard time finding where Kubia was in the first place, so now it kind of feels like you're floating through cyberspace. But anyway, enough about that. We're about to finish off the second core here, so now we're gonna go against the main core. I just want to see. I think it does a special attack too that I wanted to mention. Yeah. Okay. So several times during this fight, Kubi is gonna back up like this and just like fly straight for you. Heal everybody up while he's doing this as much as you possibly can, because as you can see there, he can hit pretty heavily. If you don't have another physical fighter with you, if you brought a mage in instead, or if you didn't bring Adelie in, or brought like a weaker character, that attack is gonna definitely be some trouble. We're pretty prepared, so despite being a little underleveled, it's really not too bad. Oh, the core shield, that's what it is. So you'll fight the core when it has its shield up, and when that cracks, I think that's when the music changes to something else. But yeah, compared to the first series, I mean, I like... I don't know. I do enjoy the final battle in the first series, but it's... I don't know. It feels like a final battle in that game, but it feels like a very weird final battle as far as RPGs go, if that makes sense. You're fighting the 8th phase Korbanik in the final battle of the original series. And it goes through a bunch of different weird kind of phases. I mean, the ending in the original series, I definitely prefer that over GU's. GU's ending, I don't want to... For anyone that hasn't seen it, I don't want to get your hopes up, but, like, it sucks. It really, really sucks, and it's not satisfying at all. You can barely even call it an ending, but we'll talk about that when that pops up there. But we got the core down. That really wasn't too hard at all. Don't forget about your SP too, guys. Like, it's easy to forget about SP when you're doing all this shit. Especially because you don't really take on the role of the healer yourself too often during GU. So, when GU starts throwing actually, challenging battles your way, it's pretty easy to forget about, like, the fact that you can heal on your own as well. Like, if you bring Adelie in, and I strongly suggest you bring Adelie in, because you'd be taking a lot more damage without Adelie right now. Then, you know what, just, never mind, just bring Adelie in, let's just say that. Adelie's great at healing, and, you know, she is, like, one of the biggest characters in the story, although it doesn't really feel like it in GU Volume 3, honestly. She's really hasn't done too much story-wise in Volume 3, and it kind of sucks because of her big, like, character moments in Volume 2. But anyway, at this point in the fight, Kubiya is going to be doing this, like, beam attack at you pretty often. It's going to seem like a lot, but honestly, I think if you hug his core and attack it, the attacks won't even get you. And don't forget about how you're invulnerable while you're using a skill trigger. So it might even be useful to just, like, when he's doing that, do a skill trigger against the core. And that way you won't take any damage at all. But yeah, this was the music I was talking about. It definitely, I feel like this should have started playing when, like, Kubiya's central core here was down to, like, a quarter of its HP. Because this is still, like, there's still a lot in this fight left to do. And I don't know, I definitely preferred the track that was just playing over it. But yeah, like, music-wise, the original series final boss, like, I mean, each of the phases kind of had, like, its own unique track that was a different arrangement of the same track, if that makes sense. So that one just was kind of just another case of that. It kind of felt more like, Harold's theme, too, like the final phase. It was like a piano version of it, but yeah, I don't know. Like, the final battle here is more fun than the original series final battle, but then the endings, you know, whatever. How many times? So I'm gonna repeat it over and over. It's weird. Kubiya in the original series, actually, the final time you faced him felt more like a final battle than Korbanik did. Like, you went through a 10-floor dungeon just to get to him, which in the original series was, like, ridiculously long. And then you had a pretty important cutscene right before then, too. Like, a lot of stuff felt like it was being built up right before the battle, and then, like, the floor you found one of, like, you find, like, white rooms, like the one where we fight Ovan fairly often, with, like, notes left by Harold. And the one you go to right before you fight Kubiya is actually, like, where Harold's AI is. And you, like, have a conversation with him, or as much as you can, because his mind is, like, long gone by that point. And, like, the whole room, like, crumbles around you, and you fall into, like, nothingness for a while until you, like, see just how big Kubiya has been growing underneath the system, and then you, like, literally fight on top of its body and, like, make your way up to the core. Like, that's a really good battle, and he's got, like, a really good, like, remix of his battle music, too. You know, I'm kind of surprised they didn't do something else with Kubiya's original battle music, like remixing it into one of these fights you face him against. And, yeah, he does this, super attack now, and yes, that is a naked Haseo torso on top of his head, which is super weird and creepy. But this attack, hurts, and he definitely, starts doing it more and more the closer his HP gets down. So take care of that. Take care of him quick when he starts doing this, and definitely be ready to go on the defensive and bring your allies back to health. Yeah, because we fought those Kubiya alphas and then the beta, and now in here we have like 2 more different music tracks too. Like one of those could have been more like with the original Kubia theme. Because like I hate to call the original Kubia thing like iconic, but like for me personally, it's definitely one of the things that reminds me of Kubia the most. I honestly even wouldn't. It doesn't really have like a melody or anything to it either. It's like it's just like ominous music with like a few like interesting notes here and there, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I really, really like it whenever it popped up in the original games. Like, I don't know. There weren't really any bosses or anything in the original series. So when they did show up, like, they always had, like, interesting music to them. But something about Kubia just, like, really stands out to me. Because, like, all the phases you fight, like, you know they're a big deal because you're hunting them down. Kubia is more of, like, an anomaly that just happens to show up at certain points in the game. You know, you're warped to, like, this, like, ruined area in fights with the phases, where it looks like there's, like, ruined buildings and, like, chapels and stuff around you. And there's, like, an upbeat tune to it, too. Not like upbeat, but like there's definitely more of like a beat to it. When Kubia shows up though, it's just like, it's very dark and you're like in more of like a wasteland, or like rather like you're floating high above a wasteland. And it's like Kubia just like slowly like comes more and more into view depending on where you are. Because one of the things about Kubia is the more phases you defeat with it, the bigger it gets. Because Kite has to data drain all the phases, and he absorbs all that data, so Kubia, since he's, like, the anti-existence to the bracelet, he gets bigger as a result, too. So big to, like, the point where you're actually literally fighting, like, on parts of his body just to get up to him in the very final match, but here, I don't know, Kubia is just, like, different here. Like, you had to destroy essentially your anti-existence to Kubia, and you'd already even destroy it in the original games, but here you just kind of have to defeat it until it's gone. So, goodbye, Kubia. You went as quickly as you came. Goodbye, naked Haseo torso. You're so creepy up there. And he's up there too, because, well, Kite, there, in Kubia's core in the original series, there was like a shadow Kite inside of its core, meant to like reflect the Twilight bracelet. So I guess they're trying to do the same thing here, but more RPG-ish. Like I think that's another reason why it reminds me of One Winged Angel, because like there's like this naked torso on top of it, and Sephiroth is essentially just a naked torso with like the one wing. But anyway, I suppose I should quiet down. We are watching the ending after all. Or part of the ending anyway.
Epitaphs and turn it against Kubia.
But that would...
We don't have anything else, do we? We've got to try! There's no time! Give your epitaphs to Haseo!
Didn't they already do this before we did the Avatar battle?
Counting on you, Haseo.
Like, again, it's just like another instance where it's like, I would have rather them all just turned into their avatars and they fought like side by side. Why do they have to give them all to Haseo? I don't know, maybe I'll find out more on that terminal disc. Because I do still intend to like say something about the terminal disc. I keep forgetting about it, but since we're beating the game now, I guess like there's gonna be nothing to really spoil by talking about it afterwards. So in some of the bonus episodes, or post-game episodes I should say, I guess I'll talk more about it, but maybe there I'll find out why Skaith and Haseo is so special.
Their thoughts are with me.
Yeah, they did this before Haseo. They've done this many times. Like, I don't know. Are they just lending him his power, or like actually like merging with Haseo, or what? I don't know. but it's not enough. The dot hack hexagons won't let Haseo through. Oh no. It's causing such a strain on Haseo that he's just gonna break down. And what are you talking about without the Epitaph of Rebirth? We absorbed it twice, didn't we? Like, I don't get the properties of all this Avatar shit. We literally absorbed his data twice. Wasn't that, like, what Ovan was talking about, like, devouring 7 of the 8? Like, I thought that's how Haseo was getting the other's powers. But then they have, like, this Chaos Emerald shit, too. Aura, why are you here? Aura, go away. You have nothing to do with this story, Aura. What? What?
Ovan.
Is it, like, actually Ovan, or is it, like, anime surrealness Ovan?
Can we do it, Haseo?
With you, Dad, I can do anything!
Of course we can.
And now, of course, is the perfect time to relive memories, right? In the middle of this fight, where your character's body is breaking down. But, I don't know. I suppose you could say it's Haseo's life flashing before his eyes. Wouldn't that have been funny, if that's what really was, and Haseo just dies right here? No, I suppose not. Well, a little. God, I hate Haseo. What the hell is that? Like, broken to feathers? At first I was thinking, was that like Shino's like feather from her like wings, but it's right where Ovan was standing. Oh man, you guys. You ready for some One Punch Man action? Before One Punch Man was a thing? One little interesting thing, that crack effect on Kubia's core there. At the end of Volume 1 and 2, there was a crack on the screen that getting bigger and bigger with each game. And that's like the same kind of crack that just got too. But, I don't know. I wouldn't say that's any kind of deeper meaning to that or anything. It was just like a cool graphical effect I appreciated. And with that, Kubia's turned to stone. And deleted soon, too, I guess. Until CC Corp makes another dot hack series and he's brought it back again. Because I don't know. I mean, we got rid of him the first time, you know? Like, I guess I could understand why he's coming back if you said the bracelet came back, so must he, but, like, I don't know, we didn't have to destroy our epitaphs to destroy him this time, so I don't know. I don't know. But is that it? Did we save the internet by defeating a monster in an online video game? Oh, Ovan's back. Did we save Ovan? Are we gonna find out if he's really alive? Because, guys, if you don't remember, he was at ground zero when the rebirth happened. You know, just like Aina and Haseo, but whatever.
While I was forced to become stronger, thanks to you.
Oh, it's the thing he said at the beginning of Volume 1! See how it all comes together? God, it's written so well.
Feelings together. I wonder how much further you will grow.
Ovan, what are you saying?
Haseo. This is goodbye.
Wait!
But is it really Ovan saying goodbye?
I haven't found a way to return your feelings!
Oh, well. I'm shocked.
Always like this! You always leave before I can tell you how I feel!
He's not wrong.
And now you're leaving me again!
Was he ever back, though? Is this really Ovan, or is it just, like, anime bullshit? Like, I don't know. I kind of just feel like this is just, like, inside of Haseo's head, or whatever.
One ending, you know, is really a new beginning. We are not finished. Our journey will still continue. Don't you think that's true?
No. I'm very ready to end the journey now, Ovan, to be honest. I don't care if Volume 4 is a thing. It's the story is over for me now.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Ovan! I still have so much I want to say to you!
Say it, Haseo. Say it to that asshole father figure that constantly left you because he had this convoluted thing that made no sense at all. God, oh no, and here comes Aura's theme. God, are we gonna have another problem with Victor Entertainment again? Jeez, how long do I have to talk over this to help mask it? Jeez, why is Aura's theme even playing right now? Is Aura gonna show up again? Was Ovan just a ghost, Haseo? What was with this scene here? Ovan! Oh, it actually is Aura. Is this the first time we're actually seeing Aura in the game? I think it is. I think it is. This is Aura, everybody. This is the goddess of the world that is actually the key of the Twilight.
And the deepest wish of his heart was to answer you.
But he didn't answer him at all.
The bonds between our souls are what drive the world.
Yes, I suppose they are.
All of you who drive our new world
You have to leave the future to the youth. They are our future.
must go. Little children of Morgana.
Okay, let's go then. Let's go and get away from this music before I get in trouble again. Please. I love this music, but god damn it. Like, isn't that what I would just need? It's like another uploading video problem
Finally.
for the finale.
The confusion in the real world and the network is finally calming down. And I think we avoided the real danger of the network crisis.
No, it still happened.
Finally returned to its daily
I'm pretty
routine.
sure it still happened, Haseo.
The daily routine different from any it had before.
The end, everybody. I hope you enjoyed .hack.gu. No, just kidding. We still have more to do. There is an actual ending that we need to witness. Well, 2 of them. But anyway, so when you beat the game, you're brought back to the desktop. You will notice that you are not prompted to save your file for post-game stuff yet. So just like in Volume 2, there is an email you need to go through. And if you look through the list there, you'll probably see what it is. But first, we have a whole shitload of things to go through. So Saku is replying to some of the things we mentioned to her before, since she likes us now. So first things first. Don't you associate me with something as gross as that. If you can't see the grandness of my supreme mission, then you really are stupid. When we accused her of stalking Endurance as a hobby. When she called it Endurance watching or whatever. I think there is another, thing she has, too. I don't like Endurance. He likes me. It's the same thing! God, you're infuriating! So, like, even, like, all the positive messages he gives to Saku, it's still, like... I was almost tempted to say Endurance is mine here just to fuck with her. But let's see, how about some new ones? So Saku thinks I'm a jerk. I was only out for a little while, and what'd you do to Master End? You stinky, lying, cheating jerk! Can't you see the pink beams Master End's shooting out of his eyes at you? I won't allow this! I'll get you, Haseo! Yeah, Haseo. I don't think Haseo can see them either, because all of the weird, extremely weird, obsessive shit
After Bo.
Endurance says to Haseo doesn't really have a comment on. Oh, hello, Zeklova. Kubi is gone, and the network trouble is gradually dying out. It looks like we avoided all trouble. It's nice to have things peaceful for a change. I don't think we did.
We avoided a network crisis.
We didn't, though.
That's a relief.
Like, in the next episode, the bonus, the first post-game episode, it is going to say something that says that the network crisis already did happen before Kubia, but we'll get there. So CC Corp is performing a general maintenance sweep of the world right now. Don't worry, they haven't found any trace of Kubia. Now that we're through with all the dangers of the world, it's safe to assume Project G will be disbanded. Once I've taken care of the remaining work here, I think I'll quit CC Corp. Good for you, Pi. You can't go back to the way things were, but if you do everything you can right now, there's still something to be gained. I don't have any regrets. That is a good piece of life advice right there. Keep that in your back pocket, kids. I think that I am the way I am now thanks to you, Haseo. If we ever meet again, that isn't a good piece of advice. Don't ever say that to Haseo, like, ever.
So, you're leaving the CC Corp. As long as you're okay with that.
Good work, Haseo. Looks like that's all over. I guess we're the band of heroes that saved the world, huh? Well, maybe not. This isn't an RPG, so the king and princess won't be coming out to thank us or anything. Yeah, nerd. Ida and Kubi are gone, so I guess my part-time job with CC Corp is going to dry up too. Jeez, even though we won, I feel kinda down. Man, I wish there was an evil game monster that threatened the internet still, just so I can have a part-time job, you know what I mean, Haseo? So I can feel like a hero and the king and princess will come out and congratulate me.
I wonder if Kuhn's princesses are back too.
Even if this incident is over, you and I are eternal. Even if the world were to be lost, I could never lose you. Do you see, Haseo? I will always be here, always watching you. So, no, I will save these words for when we meet again. God, Ender's emails are always the worst. I can't stand people that type ellipses over and over.
Entrance. This isn't the end by any means.
Ooh! Oh man, I wish I had a soundboard for that sitcom audience going oh thing, because that if that's anything to go by, Haseo wants Entrance D pretty bad too. So thanks for everything. I'm gonna do my best. I felt like I got a lot braver just by watching you.
It's okay to believe
Didn't
in
have much to
yourself.
say, did you, Bo?
You did
That's
save
alright.
the
You didn't
world.
have much to contribute either. Sakabo is still so weird, like no point to the story at all. We averted the third network crisis, and I thank you for your efforts. We didn't, though! It happened! We averted a fourth one, maybe! God damn. Let's speak of what comes next. By wiping out Ida and Kubia, we've also wiped out Project GU's reason for existence. I have no doubt the GU will be disbanded. Pi and I will be working on cleanup for now. You should return to being a normal player and enjoy the world you've protected. Sing the praises of this world and the boundless joy and sadness within it all. That is your right and your duty. Okay, Yada, calm down. You can sing about the sadness of how a video game didn't fall in love with
The
you.
world is at peace again because you pulled Project.
It was so fucking weird. That was like the weirdest part of this whole game was Yada's breakdown. Har har har! Wouldn't expect anything less of my student. What are you gonna say, Haseo? I'm not your student, old man.
You still drinking in the real world? Don't drink yourself sick, Master. It's bad for you.
It's like everything he says has to be associated with drinking. It's so ridiculous. I think that pause there was me just shaking my head at the drinking thing. Syllabus, finally, someone I want to talk to. We saved the world, now we can play in peace. I'm never going to forget this battle, or how much you fought in it. Oh, Syllabus, I thought we went back further than that. Where's your heartfelt confession about how happy it is that we became friends and stuff like that? I'm a little hurt, Syllabus, I really am, but whatever. We did it! We won! Good job, Haseo! Good job, Syllabus! And especially, good job me, Gaspard the Pimp. Oh, yeah!
You really hung in there, Gaspard. Thanks.
Well, Syllabus and Gaspard did. They were part of the final one. Oh, my waifu, hello. Dear Prince Charming. No, that Haseo's not your Prince Charming. I guess you brought me back to the real world. Thanks, I appreciate it. I could tell how hard you were fighting out there. That kind of makes me happy. Although I could also tell how Adelie got a pretty good lead on me while I was asleep. But hey, I'm persistent and single-minded to boot. I'm never gonna let you go. Oh, sorry, Alcade. I think you lost. Alcade, did you not see the email that Entrance sent him? I think Haseo's gonna choose Entrance. Kaede, oh yeah, she's our party member. I forgot. You did splendidly, Haseo. I shall never forget your heroics, nor the inner strength that you displayed. We have none but you to thank for the fact that the world is still as it is.
We were able to defeat Kubiya once and for all, because of help from everyone at Moontree.
And everyone in the game.
Go ahead and start Moontree up again, now that the world's back to normal.
I don't think I can, because I still think they're, they got some strikes for what they did with Sakaki. Or what Sakaki did, whatever. I think I understand about as much of this as I'm gonna. Well, I'm just glad Matsu's so down to earth. He's like, I know something bigger's going on, but I don't care. Thanks for saving the world. I'm gonna go play the video game now.
Again, Matsu. I mean it. I'll take you on anytime.
You go, man. Still one of the stupidest things he said. This is great! Thanks, Gabi.
That's a really short email.
Ew, it's Aina with her sword-piercing hair in the middle of her eyes. This is how my brother wanted it to end, and no matter how hard it becomes, I must wish for happiness. Isn't that right, Haseo? Stop talking to me, child.
Ovan wanted you to live, Aina. Don't ever let his sacrifice go to waste.
Yeah, stop playing video games where people go into comas and then just go live a life. Oh, hello. It's Shino! Remember Shino, everybody? She's back. I'm waiting. You know the place.
Shino.
How blunt, Shino.
She came back. Her location is Delta Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. The Hulgron's Cathedral.
Back where it all started.
Shino showed me. The very first lost ground I went to. And the place where Shino became a lost one. I'm glad you were able to make it back to the world.
Are you, Haseo?
Shino.
You don't sound as excited as I thought you'd be.
Shino's waiting. Let's go to Hulgron's Cathedral.
Yes, let's go. I've had enough of this email stuff. What? CZ Corp. Thank you for your regular patronage of The World. We are contacting you to let you know that we have completed our maintenance of the server issues that were causing the network connection failure. We apologize to all users for this inconvenience. Fuck you, CC Corp. It was all me. But, yeah, so Shino's back. We got some news and community forum stuff to go to, too, but I'm figured I'll spare you that for now. We'll deal with that in the post-game. And, oh boy, there is one news article in particular that just... But again, we'll get there when we get there. We have 2 more unread emails. Probably from Saku, from those chains that we haven't finished yet.
To the Hulgron's Cathedral.
Yes, let's go see Shino, please. You know, it's... We spent all this time, like, fighting for her. Like, that was our initial goal this entire time, and she's finally back. So, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the most satisfying reunion between old friends slash lovers slash romantic interests that you've ever seen in any anime RPG ever before? Well, don't get too excited because it's not in this game, I can tell you that. Hi, Shino. Hi, Shino.
Shino.
I'm here. Look at me. Girl.
Long time. Do you remember? What we talked about here?
About the goddess. About aura.
Haseo, I was watching you the entire time. Ida. You see, my consciousness was faintly connected to Ovan's left arm.
Yeah, Ovan's sister said the same thing.
I was with Ovan much of the time, and caught glimpses here and there of what happened.
Wait, did you catch glimpses here and there, or were you watching me the whole time?
He sacrificed himself to stop Kubia.
Swear, the writing, it really bugs me sometimes.
Man. He saw things through in a way only he could.
Yeah, don't forget, Shino and Ovan had
exactly how he wanted it
well,
to end.
Shino, I feel like,
It's as
had
if we were
more
just
of a
living in Ovan's personal
feelings
story,
toward Ovan,
characters in a
but
play.
we'll talk about that later too, I guess.
It wasn't like that.
I know.
No, I think it was exactly like that, guys. He was using all of you. Adelie.
Adelie.
You could really tell they're the same model now when they're like side by side.
Well,
Why did you ask her to come, Shino? That's so weird.
consciousness finally came back, Shino. That's so wonderful. Thank you, Adelie. Haseo was right. Your PC really does look just like mine.
I don't think Haseo ever said that. I think Ovan did.
But
Yeah, I know. Who cares?
our personalities are different. It's insulting if I say you're like me, huh?
Adelie, quit selling yourself short.
You know, Haseo was always trying to cure you.
He was, so why is this scene so awkward?
He tried really hard,
Like, even before Adelie got here.
and for a long time. I know.
God, Shino, you asked her to come here. Why are you, like, acting so cold?
So, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. What's with this scene? This is, like, the weirdest, most awkward scene to end the series with. Like, poor Adelie. Like, why the hell did Shino invite her here? Just to, like, watch the two of them, like, stand side by side with each other? Like, boyfriend and girlfriend just announcing to, like, one of their friends that they're going out, but that friend liked one of them.
Let's start the Twilight Brigade again.
Huh?
With just the two of us.
Oh, I get it.
We'll go find Ovan.
Yeah, we'll go find Ovan all night, I'm sure. Wink, wink. But, I wanted to go find Ovan with Adelie. Wink, wink.
Haseo? I saw it all. Everything.
Shino.
Now be honest with yourself.
Wait. Hold on a second. How did you see the parts Ovan wasn't there for? Oh boy. So this is another really, really beautiful, nice song that I feel like I have to talk over, or else it's gonna get copyrighted or blocked or whatever YouTube's fucking problem with this video is. But
You're watching, aren't you? Ovan.
I don't know. I don't think he's dead. So, but who knows? I don't know. Who the hell knows what happened to Ovon? And poor Adelie. Boo-hoo. He chose Shino and not me. Oh, man. But what? What's that? Is it Haseo coming after me? Oh, things worked out after all. The part of the game that they don't show you is Haseo's telling Adelie he chose Shino. That's .hack GU, everybody. Oh my god, it's finally over. Holy crap, what a long fucking experience. God damn it. Oh my god, we're finally done with .hack GU. Except we're not, because we gotta do post-game stuff, but like, this is exciting for me, because like, I feel like I'm finally can see the end in sight. We've got, I don't know what I'm gonna do for post-game. I just put one video together for the first one, and it's still like 45 minutes long. And it's like, I don't want it to be 45 minutes long, but like, holy crap. Like, I guess the first two parts were just kind of weird that I recorded, because there's so much email and forum stuff that I actually leave in, because it's like interesting or important. And then I show off a couple things that go nowhere, and then I actually get started on the first thing you need to do. But that's GU, everybody. That's GU. This is the end of Volume 3. That was the end scene for the main story. Now, I do want to say right now, there is a slightly more satisfying epilogue after you defeat the post-game. I don't think it's worth doing, but there is one out there, and we are going to see it in the post-game. So, if you're watching this Let's Play and you just kind of wanted it to be done with too, I'd suggest, if you're at all interested, just go to the last episode of the post-game whenever I get that up, and watch there. Otherwise, this is more or less the end of the game. That was the ending. And what an ending that, like, frustrated the shit out of me just, like, seeing it so much. Like, and I hate it, too, because it's like, I love this music track so much. It gets me so worked up, because I love it so much. I think it's such a nice sounding track. I'm really not into, like, J-pop anymore, or J-rock, or whatever. But, like, this is something I, like, really, really like listening to. In fact, it's the end of this series. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. You want to hear something super cringier than anything Haseo has ever done in this Let's Play? 10 years ago, when I was playing the series for the first time, and I was super into anime, I had all 3 of these trailers downloaded to my computer, and every single morning, I would get up and watch them side by side. And this song played throughout the entirety of the third game's trailer, and I would literally start crying in the middle of it. Why? I couldn't even begin to tell you. Something about the music just, like, moved me so much that I got into tears. And it was... Why? So bad. So bad. So bad, like, that's... like the most extreme I felt on one end of this spectrum, and here I am 10 years later, and I basically made a Let's Play over 100 episodes long, almost trashing the game entirely. GU has set me on such a emotional roller coaster throughout these past 10 years. I would just have so much trouble processing what I want to say about it. Like, I feel like even this far in, I still can't accurately explain how I feel about it. But this video's gone on long enough, so let me just try to finish it before the actual video stops playing. So that ending there, like, I don't want to say Shino owes Haseo anything for after rescuing her, but, like, And she doesn't, you know? It's not like she's indebted to become Haseo's girlfriend or whatever after all this. But that scene was so awkward. Like, holy crap. We spent 3 games going forward trying to save this person that we've been told is so important to Haseo. And he has, like, nothing to add to that conversation at all. He seems, like, more in shock that she's there. His reaction kind of seems like he ran into an ex-girlfriend, and they don't know what to say to each other. And maybe that was the point, because, like, his main interest is Adelie, / Alkaid, / Endrance. But, I don't know. I was really wanting, like, a little more between them. Like you've heard me say before how frustrated I was with, like, how we never really see the relationship between Shino and Haseo, and we're supposed to just to believe they're, like, very good friends, and maybe even more. And you've heard me say, like, I was disappointed with Roots because, like, that was the one thing I wanted from Roots, and I didn't even think Roots did a good job about showcasing that either. And so here we are, Shino is finally conscious again, we can finally communicate with her, and it's so awkward. Like, neither of them want to be there. Like, what the hell? And she invites Adelie? Why? So she can force Haseo to tell Adelie how she feels? Why did Adelie need to be there for that? Like, Adelie could have been absent that entire scene, and she's like, yo, you want to go find Ovan with me? And she's like, It's like, it's okay, I know. I saw everything through Ovan's arm. Go be with Adelie. It's like, okay. And then he finds Adelie. And that's, like, another thing I didn't even think about until, like, just right now. Like, I could believe that Aina saw what was happening, what Ovan was going through, because Ovan was around Aina, supposedly, a lot. How the hell did Shino see what was going on when Ovan was, like, absent through most of the story in front of Haseo? Again, to quote Dragon Ball Abridged, how do you know the parts that you weren't there for? Or I don't know if they made that up or if that's from something, but, like, yeah, how do you know the parts you weren't there for? I don't know, it makes me so mad. And then they don't even show Haseo, like, fully admitting to Adelie that he has feelings for her. And I have a feeling that's because there is this thing in the post-game where you can basically ask any character to marry you. And, you know, as all of these characters have expressed feelings for Haseo some way or another, you know, I guess it's ambiguous who he ends up with. I think canonically it has to be Adelie. It makes the most sense, and it's pretty stupid any other way, except maybe Alkaid and Endrance. I hesitate to even say Endrance there, but I mean, those 3 definitely showed, like, the most actual feelings for Haseo. Everyone else is just kind of like, I don't know, just lame lines, just like saying, I want to suck your dick, Haseo. I mean, Endrance does that too, but I guess he does it so often that I have to take him seriously. But yeah, that's Dot Hack GU, Volume 3. I don't want to end on such a frustrating moment, but goddamn, that ending just... You know, it didn't bother me my first time through, obviously, but after I lost interest in anime and I did that second playthrough, like, in 2012, then... You know, actually, I don't even remember how I felt about the ending now, but I do remember just being so frustrated when I did this ending this time. But anyway, so... God, I don't know what to say. Thank you for watching, if you've been watching this entire time. That was cool of you. I know it's been a long journey, and I know I've complained a lot, so if you've stuck around for this whole time, thank you for listening to this lunatic just explode over a video game that has, like... no bearing on today's time. I don't know if they're ever going to do anything more with Dot Hack in the future, but God, I hope it's not like this. I'll have more to say about the series and, like, kind of like a post-mortem in these post-game videos if you want to watch that. But otherwise, well, I'll see you in the final episode of the post-game for those of you that are skipping forward, and if not, thanks for watching, everybody. This is my first time doing a Let's Play in who knows how long. So, thank you for watching. Have a good night. Bye.